Hello, I'm Czardus. Grab some coffee, sit back, and chill as we build in workers and resources, Soviet Republic, some more. We're continuing today, and I know last time I said that the goal was to export some crops, and you can see we have not even finished growing them yet. But we did grow, and we expanded over this way. We have a couple of vehicle routes now going, and we don't have a bus route over here. I think what I will do is get a bus going from this town over to the main other town. We have one coming here just from this town over to here to deliver workers. Maybe what I'll do is just extend. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. We're going to come in here. We're going to build a bus terminal, bus platform. I want it in here because this town is going to end up being a bit bigger. And so we will get a bus platform, a small one. Maybe like this. Although maybe we want a bigger one. Yeah, we'll do I guess we'll do a bigger. And we'll put it over here. We're going to have maybe, okay, let's do this. We're going to bring a road out this way, and then we'll put the bus station here so that people can walk to. Do we need workers here? We need a few, but not that many. Okay, so we will get the bus station. Gotta go back in here. Bus platform here. So if we put it here, it picks that up. Okay, we'll put it here. And then we'll come in with pedestrian paths. Connect those really quick. Let's get another path through here. Very good. Okay, so now we can come in and we want to come to our lines. The Sawmill bus. We're going to rename this. And this is going to be bus line 1. Save. Okay. And that is going to add a stop here. And then it can stop here again. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Discard this, the changes. I want... Can we insert a stop in here? Or, like, rearrange them? No. Okay, let's just delete all of it and start over. So we're going to go from here to here, then here, and then back. And of course, once we get more gravel and get that going, then we'll be able to do a bit more. So we've got a processing plant here. It can do some. We are getting a little bit in here. Can we get this any bigger? Quarried export. Quality of source. No workers or mechanisms. We cannot store or export. What are we doing wrong here? Let's figure that out. Okay, so no vehicle ready to load stone. Okay, this truck is supposed to be doing that. Change workplace. Okay. Oh, I think that's right. I think we have to buy here an excavator. There we go. So now we've got that. That has a mechanism. It needs storage. Dry bulk cargo. I don't think this works, though. I think it's the aggregate that we want. The aggregate storage. See, but I can't connect it. It doesn't get a connection to that. Okay, so we are exporting some of that. Because we're getting half a ton here. I don't know how to increase that, and it's not going anywhere out, but like this one truck is bringing it over half a ton at a time. So I think what we'll do, I guess maybe create another line. We have the one mechanism. We can't get another one. There's only one there. And it's not very clear how we are supposed to get that connected. I built another storage here and told it to fill that up. But again, that's not really working. So what we're going to do then, I guess, can purchase the resources, and that would fill it up. And now this guy's out of fuel. Oh, and we don't have a gas station here. So we got to get a gas station. Let's see, gas station. Fueling. Gas station. That on the main road. Right there. So he should go right over there and refuel, I believe. Once that is done. Yep, there he goes. Okay, so. Cannot... but, yeah, it says... Okay, no vehicle ready. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to buy another vehicle. We're going to come over here, and we're going to buy another open haul. Nope. A dumper. There we go, quarried stone. We'll get this small one. Because what I want it to do is come in here, and all I want it to do is stop here and then unload there. Doesn't have to do anything else. I'm not going to give it a whole line. I'm just going to tell it to start to do that. So it'll take a while to drive over there, but the good news, guys, is that we can come in here and we can build some gravel roads. And I think the first place I want to do it is here. So we're going to upgrade this to gravel, and there, and right along here, so they can get their gravel, or like they can go quite a bit faster now, or at least this guy will, which will bring it over to the processing plant. And maybe what we'll do is we'll come in here to the line, view line detail. We're gonna pause, and I want to take this one off. I want to remove that. Okay, remove that line, delete stop. And we're gonna load here. No, I want to load there and unload at the processing plant. Here we go. So unfortunately, he's not going to be able to do anything for a little bit because there's no stone there. But once that other truck gets here, then it'll work. And in the meantime, I want to come in here and we're going to get more gravel road. Probably not there, actually. But definitely from... Where's the bus thing? Here's the bus thing. Let's get that in town. And all along the bus route. Technically, I think we're importing this gravel, but I feel like it feels like we're actually building it because we have built the gravel stuff. And we know that it's working. So that should help. There we go. So we've got gravel road all the way there. So that should allow the truck to go quite a bit faster. Where is the new one we bought? Is this it? Yeah. It's this guy. He's going pretty fast, though. That's faster than we've seen a lot of things go. The same thing here. This guy, 44 kilometers. That's the bus. Okay, so yeah, this guy is empty. This can't export at all. There's got to be something more to that I'm missing. And unfortunately, I am recording well in advance right now because I want to get to summer. Oh, there was a death of a child. Oh my goodness. Okay, but most of the people are unhappy because they don't have much water. Let's get another water tower over here. And we want it to be this way. Let's put it like in here if we can. Can't build due to infrastructure. Could we get it here? We can. Okay. Actually, we'll put it over here. Because then I want a, what is it that I want? I want the thing so that people can get the water. Water substation, that's what it is. That'll go here. Okay, now I think we probably need a pump then. And we'll put that... Where's the well? This is the well. We have plenty of water at the well. Let's put another pump here then. And we want it this way. Do we need a worker there? No, okay. So now I can get the pipe in here. We're going to go from here to here. We can go underground. And then we're going to get this under the road just so I can keep track of where it is. That can come all the way over here. There are parts of this game that I really like, and then there are other parts that are a little more complicated than I feel like they probably need to be. But I think a lot of it is really just there's a massive learning curve with this game. And that's all there is to it. I'm going to come over here. That should get that running right away, and then we'll put this over here. And let's get back above ground. We should get water there pretty quick. Wow. Okay, that was all the dirt. This should be pumping now. Pumping station is working. And the water tower is filling up. And we're getting water out here. So that will be water for them. We don't really have any water for the people here. Can we just get a little well or something? Small water well. No, see, that's going to pump the water out. I think the people who live here just aren't going to have running water, and that's just the way it is. But we are going to get more people here. Here comes the little truck that we're waiting on. All right, so let's watch it for a minute and see how this works. So this is going to come here and load up with its quarried stone. It got 1.5 ton. Then it dropped it off there. It's going to come back here and get some more. And then it's going to go in here. So now there's 3 tons there. And this truck is going to come in and take the 3 tons. I'm going to wait a moment. And then it's going to take it over here. And it's going to get turned into gravel. Okay, we are producing gravel. And we have gravel sitting here ready to be used. That is good to know. Now, let's check on the sawmill. This is the wood cutting post. It doesn't have a mechanism. So we want a logging truck. It's also without power. Let's get some power here, which unfortunately is going to be a little complicated. I think we need not a transformer. Substation here. This may end up having to be a little town. Because the problem is that we can't really go... The wires can't go across each other. So, like, we bring it in here. Oh, it can. Okay. They just can't join. Oh, you know what we could do? We could get a split here. Medium voltage split. So if we put this here, we can pause and we can come in here and take out that wire. And then we're going to bring this in this way. Let's take one more little thing out here. And then this is going to come across here and that way. Then this one is going to come out like that. And this will go in that way. So now we should have power here. Yep, we have power. Okay, so that gives power. It's operating now. And then we want a vehicle. Actually, it should be delivering directly to the sawmill. As soon as it starts working here. It says that it's working. There it goes. It's going off to cut down trees. And there are some trees here. Can we plant trees? Okay, let's figure out what poplar. I feel like spruce or pine will grow the fastest. Is that gonna plant it? I think it is. So we'll get the trees growing right around here. Yep, look at that. We've got spruce growing. Beautiful. Okay, so then that is going to produce felled trees ready to transport from forest. And that should automatically go over here. Oh, but we don't have any workers. Okay, so they don't want to be here because they can't get much. I think we're going to have to build more service out here. Which means building a little bit more residential, and it means getting more water here. I wonder what we could do about that. Can we do a split in the pipe? Substation. Water pumping station. Water well. Water treatment. Water switch. What does that do? Let's see. Water can go in, and then it can go out in 3 different ways. Where's our water tower? Here it is. Okay, pause and go underground. We've got this weird stuff going on with the water. We're going to fix it. Right now, it has to come over here and go there. And then it has to go out. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this out. And that. And that. Unpause for a moment. Okay, now we're going to put the switch here. I can't build due to the infrastructure. Okay, where can I get it then? I could get it over here. That's going to be a mess. Okay, we're going to redo a lot of this. We're going to take out the water tower and redo some of this now that we've kind of figured out a little bit more of how this works. Demolish that building. Why won't it let me demolish this one? There we go. Take all of that out. Then I think I just took out power too. Looks like I did. Let's bring the power over here. Okay, so that should keep the power connected, and I took out this road, which is just a mud road here. Get that like that, and then we're going to come in with the water, and we have water coming in this way. So we'll get the water tower here, and then we need a switch coming out of there. We'll put the switch here. Okay. We need a pipe. This is going to connect there. That will connect there. And then we need a substation here. And we will put that like this, hopefully. That's probably going to be too close. We'll put it over here. Hopefully we've got everything connected there. Okay. So now, this is kind of weird too, but we can get water over to that other spot now. Let's add this one. And just bring it along. I know I went under the road before, but I'm doing what I'm doing the best I can here to make it work. And that's what matters, right? So we'll get this here and maybe even put it like that. Okay. So now this is filling up with water. So now we've got drinking water here. Drinking water is poor quality, but that's okay. Need workers to fell the trees. So what else do we need here? We need more workers. That's what we need. And one thing I discovered is that we have these low quality rural flats that I think are going to be great for here. They don't even need a road. Look at that. We're going to just put like several of these in here. 1, 2, 3. And then we'll get a footpath here. Like that. And then they can just connect by footpath. So now they should be connected to all of that stuff. Yeah. They can get to the bus station. They can get to work. We've got 2 workers there ready to fell some wood. The wood is there. It should be coming over here. It is, and we are producing boards. Look at that. But it is getting stuck in there. We need to do a thing here. We want to Open storage. Okay, we need to buy a truck. And can't get one here. Okay, we're going to go over here to the depot. We're going to buy a vehicle. And we want one that is open haul, I think. Yep, that can do boards. Let's go ahead with the cheaper one because it's not going very far. So this guy is going to go here and to there. Load and unload and start. Okay, and these guys, I'm gonna go ahead and tell them to start because we're harvesting now, so we're about to have crops. You can just start. What are you doing? You're doing grains. Yep, you're exporting and you're taking it to storage. So that is all working now. We're making the wood. We're making the boards. That's coming over here. And then we could get another one exporting the boards too. We're going to have a new line here. Boards export. Sure. Going from here down this road, which needs to be upgraded, to here. And then we just need to get a truck for that. And we'll do the bigger truck for that one. That is the open haul. Very good. And then that can be on open, nope, that's not the right one. Custom line, boards export. Launch. What? Did I? Oh, I must not have saved it. Here. To here. Save. Start. Okay. So now this guy is delivering the boards. Look at that. We've got boards ready to go. That is going to get us exporting. We're going to be exporting grain and boards. How are we doing with gravel? We've got 30 gravel. Okay, so gravel is going to get exported too. Let's get one more line going for that. Okay, save that, and then we're going to go from here to here, save, and buy a truck. And that one we want probably dumper. Yep. And for now, we're just going to do one thing on each one. We want custom lines, gravel export. So we don't have too many vehicles, but we are getting things going, and that's good. And looking at the details here, you can see that the gravel is getting just enough. Like, this is not filling up all the way, but we're getting enough in there. I wish we could get more than one truck in there, but it is what it is. And in the meantime, I mean, I suppose what we could do is we could just start having more than one of these go back and forth from there over to here instead. But this one can only do 10 tons there, so it's better to have it here, I think. I think that makes sense. And again, the gravel is accumulating there, so that is good. The logs, the planks are accumulating. Very good. So now, what I want to do is come in here and upgrade this to a gravel road, because we do want speed as much as we can get here. We'll bring this all the way down. Yeah, there's a truck coming down here. What is he exporting? Does he have anything? He has boards. We're about to export. I'm so excited. Okay, export of resources. Look at that. We made 52 rubles. Are they rubles? Oh, is that what they're called? Whatever. We got 52 of them, which is pretty bad. Okay, so the gravel was the big thing. Actually, the power is not costing all that much. If we're not building, we might be okay there Foreign manpower. That's probably due to the construction as well. We might be relatively stable. Here comes another truck. What are you exporting? This one has nothing. It will be doing crops, but we don't have that yet. Let's get a tiny bit more gravel road here, even though it costs money. Okay. That will get a lot of stuff going faster. Yeah, that is working. I'm really, really stoked about how that is going. A lot of this is coming together. I'm going to come in here, though, and build a mud road coming off this way. And then connecting to that road there. So this road comes out here. Epidemic situation report. It appears that our republic has been impacted by a serious infection that could cause severe complications or even death. Okay. Not sure what we want to do about that, but it is available. Okay. But that's where we're going to leave it. So I hope you're enjoying this so far. Be sure to click on the video on the screen. It should be the next one in the series if it is available. If not, it'll be another great video. I guarantee it. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you next time. Take care.